everybody, this is Mr. Hardcore Mode, where nothing is easy. Here to bring you another hard rant today, belonging to Polygon, where they have a thing where they're saying, all right, that's plenty of Soulslikes. So we're going to touch up on this. Now, you know me, Mr. Hardcore Mode. I love soulless likes. Well, I like pretty much any game with a certain set of challenges and difficulty. I like that sort of thing. And Soulslike is a really particular genre that I do enjoy, along with a whole plethora of genres of video games out there. But anyway, warriors and wenches, let's get right into it. I do appreciate all the love support you guys have been giving me. Let's go ahead and rant. Let's go ahead and do this. Yes, Polygon. This is by Ari Notice. That doesn't sound like a real name, but sure. But Ari Notice says Wu Chang Fallen Feathers, a game that we will be playing here real soon in like the next 3 days. Coming in 3 days. Yeah, it's a another Chinese sort of Souls-like game, much like what's its name, Wukong. Wukong was a really good game, basically game of the year from last year. Nobody cares about Astrobot. Nobody's playing Astrobot, so let's be honest. Anyway, Wu Chang Fallen Feathers looks dope, but represents a trend that's gone on too long. Now, let's just be honest. That's just his point of view. This is not some sort of, oh yeah, well, if I say it, then it's true. It's not actually really true. But let's keep on going. What does Ari Notice have to say? Next week sees the release of the very cool-looking Wu Chang Fallen Feathers, an action game where you play as a badass pirate warrior with amnesia while figuring out what's up with your memories. You spend your time fighting giant monsters inflicted by a mysterious feathery illness, and have to, damn it, it's another Souls-like. Seriously? I don't know why he said that right then and there. I mean, when you see the cover of the case of the game, when you see it right in front of you, you know exactly what kind of game it is. It's a Souls-like game. I don't know why he went through the process of the intro of the game and he's like, oh, you mean I have to go out here alone and fight hard and hard and difficult enemies? I just don't see why he said that at that moment. He could have started it off, but whatever. I guess an intro is an intro. To be clear, I haven't played Wu Chang Fallen Feathers yet. Should I just end the video right now? So this whole article, we could just throw it in the trash now, right? Is that what we're doing? I mean, we already got Kotaku coming out and saying, you know what? It's cool that we can skip bosses. You know what? They should start giving us more difficulty options for Elden Ring. I mean, what's this article about? So you saw the front, it feels like you saw the trailer and then you made an article. And I'm just like, all right, let's continue. All right. To be clear, I haven't played Wu Chang Fallen Feathers yet. You probably should have started off with that. But the genre it's ostensibly part of is emblematic of a gaming trend that's gone on for far too long. There are too many Souls-likes, largely inspired by FromSoft's Demon Souls and Dark Souls. These action-adventure games tend to put a heavy focus on blocking, parrying, dodging attacks, and love to throw a challenging boss fight in your path. Often they are moody in tone. More often they make me moody. Okay. Alright. You suck at video games. And that's fine. Get good, Ari. Maximize said it. Get good, Ari. Quit being a little punk bitch, Ari. Why did you sign up to be a game journalist and you're upset that you're playing more games? I'm out here working a real job. I don't want to go out and do it, but I gotta do it. I don't do my job every day and then say, man, you know what? Why do we do this every day? Because that's the job you signed up for. That doesn't make any fucking sense. It's like, oh, we gotta do this every day? That's what you signed up for, Ari. The fuck are you talking about? I'm out here busting my ass in the sweat and the heat and the rain, and you're over here complaining that there's more Souls-like? Get the fuck out of here. Are you fucking serious right now? That's your challenge? And by the way, Ari, by the way, there's not that many Souls-likes. If anything, there's a lot of those gay fucking coffee shop games where it's all about feelings and romance and all those cute little, you know, fucking slice of life sort of video games. There's a plethora of those. There's a plethora of Call of Duty games. There's a plethora of the same football and basketball games. We're not going to talk about that, Ari. We're not. What about Assassin's Creed? We're still assassinating now? You know how stupid this sounds? You know how fucking retarded you sound right now? Oh shit. Another Mario game. What am I gonna do? Step on shells and throw them at people again? God damn. It's like another Breath of the Wild came out. It's like, what am I gonna fly around a kite again? Jesus. The only reason that you're upset about this Souls-like is because you have to be a gamer now. You gotta lock in. Just like IGN giving Donkey Kong a 10 out of 10, the reason why the reason why game journalists are upset about Souls-likes is because they have to work hard at winning. That's why. It's the reason why they got upset about Wukong, is because they had to work at it. By the way, Wukong ain't even that hard. I mean, unless you're not a gamer. Game journalist. These games are fun. And every other gamer knows that. Hell, I'm pretty sure there's a good amount, maybe a good percentage of people that would love to have your job and play video games for a living. But you're over here complaining that the boss is too hard. Where? Go fuck yourself. Are you serious right now? Are you serious right now? Gamer Empress, hey, it's good to have you. Good to have you. I saw that you beat Stellar Blade. Much love to you. By the way, that brings into perspective what I'm actually trying to say. You know what? We're gonna leave the giant unicorn and let's keep on talking. The giant unicorn stays. Anyway, it's good to have you. Empress just finished off playing Stellar Blade. You could say it's kind of like a Souls-like game, but it doesn't have a stamina bar, but it's still kind of like a Souls-like game. People enjoy those games for what they are. That's what gamers enjoy. However, when you see a game journalist complain that they're playing Dark Souls, Demon Souls, Elden Ring, Wu Chang Fallen Feather, Wukong, have you ever seen somebody complain that they have to play a game that's challenging for sorry, where am I going with this? Have you ever seen a person complain that they have to play games as a source of income? That is fucking crazy. So here's what I'm trying to say. They are giving high praise to Donkey Kong and low praise to Souls-like games because Donkey Kong is an easy game. Hell, if you get killed in Donkey Kong, there's an assist mode where you can just make the game a whole lot easier. There's only normal mode and game journalist mode in Donkey Kong. So whoever did 10 out of 10 for Donkey Kong, and I'm sure the game is fun, they enjoy the game because they enjoy Donkey Kong because they know they can finish that game so fucking fast. it'll make your head spin. But when it comes to Wu Chang Fallen Feathers, Wukong, when it comes to all these other Souls-likes, they look at it like, oh shit. I gotta work at it. You know how they change the way their tone is? You know what's funny about this whole thing is they change their tone when it's a FromSoft game. You know what I mean? When it's a FromSoft game, they're just like, oh, Bandai Namco, right? FromSoft? And then a Souls-like, a random developer out of nowhere. Well, 505 Games is well known. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is, when there's a game developer that is doing a Souls-like out of nowhere, and that even Expedition 33, they still fucking complain. They're like, oh man, somebody who's not reputable, somebody who's an indie developer or a AA developer, and their game is $50 to $60, and I have to play a Souls game. Oh man, we need to stop. But as soon as it's from somebody reputable like FromSoft, they're like, every fucking time. It's one of those access media, let me jerk off to the AAA developers so I can get that sweet, sweet, delicious access media. Get your fucking nose out of my face. Thank you. Anyway, let's continue. The genre has been around in some capacity for about a decade. You mean to tell me that this thing that's only been out for a decade, and other games, other genres that have been out far longer, and there's more games for that sort of genre, and you're complaining about the one that's only been around for a decade? But I first noticed it's reached a saturation point in 2022. Nobody said that. There's no such thing as a saturation of video games. That doesn't make any sense. It only is applied to the one individual person, and that's this guy Ari Notes, because he sees it and he's just like, man, I gotta work my ass off to do an article for this. Watch when this game comes out for a review. Because he hasn't played the game yet, everybody. He has not played the game yet. Alright, I want you all to listen to me. He has not played the game yet. He is complaining now because you want to know why? Because he knows he has to review the game when it comes out. That's why. He's like, ah, shit, I got 100% a fucking Souls-like game. Ah, God. Anyway. But I first noticed it reached the saturation point in 2022, following the release of Steel Rising. I never played that game. Developed by Spiders, the French studio known for Greedfall. I wish the French studio Spiders would go back to what it was known for. Steel Rising casts you as an automation and an alter. Yeah, we already know this. Yep, gotcha. Yeah. That's like a 5 exclamation point hell yeah minimum. Okay, he says hell yeah a lot in this. Then I played it, and despite the fascinating setup, found a game much like many I've played before. Parry this, dodge that, get ass kicked by a boss a few times. It doesn't seem like you're upset about Souls-likes. You're just upset that there's not enough mechanics in the game to change it up. That's what you're upset about. You're not upset. I still think you suck at the game, but it sounds like you shouldn't be saying this. You shouldn't be saying that's plenty of Souls-like. You should say there needs to be more Souls-like with different flavors. That's what you should be saying. Like Dark Souls and Elden Ring, completely different games. They got different mechanics. They have a different feel to their games. Even with Sekiro, that FromSoft knows that they got to change up the formula depending on their Souls-like. That's what you should be saying, but you're not saying. You only say things that will perk people's ears like mine. You should have. Maybe that's why you didn't want to put that in your title. You just said the most baity shit that I've ever seen. It's like, oh, we need to stop doing Souls-likes. You should have... Your thing would have not been seen if you said something like, it's like, oh, we need more Souls-likes with different flavors. That sort of thing. But he knows that it wouldn't have been shown. The following year, Liza P caught my attention. A Pinocchio game with steampunk vibes, also automations. Then I played Liza P and found it much like Steel Rising. What the fuck? No, it's not. Get ass kicked by boss. By the way, you get your ass kicked a lot in Liza P. By boss a few times. Also that year, Team Ninja's action game, Wulong Fallen Dynasty, let me down in a similar way. I'll never forgive you, Zhang Liang. I don't know why you said that. Anyway, Wulong Fallen Dynasty was an L. Let's just be honest. But their game Neo and Neo 2 were awesome. It's okay to realize that some Souls-likes are not good, but it's funny to me that he comes at it where it's just like he comes at this like it's no surprise that there are some Souls-likes that don't land. Like he doesn't realize that. But he looks at this, but he doesn't look at other games that we've seen a plethora of. We've seen a plethora of Mario Kart games. You got this Mario Kart game that's coming out for 80 or 90 bucks, and it's the same Mario Kart that we've all seen? Get the fuck out of here. Why didn't you mention that shit? Oh, because you would lose brownie points from Nintendo. That's fucking why. I mean, we're not gonna talk about that. What about sports games? What about... Good lord. Where can I even begin? What about the plethora of action games that we've been seeing that all seem the same? What about that? I just find it funny that they point at it to Souls-likes and they notice that people enjoy Souls-likes and then they bash that shit. Like, here's a funny reason. I think the reason why he's bashing Souls-likes is because they know it's a niche audience. It's a niche audience. And that niche audience, he doesn't like it. He doesn't like it. He's looking at the niche audience and noticing, oh yeah, these people really like very difficult games that I'm not good at. Well, I'm gonna change that. And then you're gonna get articles like, yo, you need to change the difficulty. Things need to be easier. It's like everything's the same. I could understand if the Souls-like games are not all the same, but for you to come at Souls-like with like, that's enough, we need to stop. You can go fuck yourself. Oh, he's talking. Oh, there's more. Even games that aren't technically Souls-likes are still absorbing the genre's DNA. This started to become clear in 2024 with the release of Stellar Blade, an anime as hell action game that looked like what you'd get in Nier Automata was developed with an actual color palette. The gameplay, parry this, dodge that, but the game Black Myth Wukong, a boss rush with heavy Souls vibes that now have multiple game award nominations, rolled around later that year. My genre fatigue was so overwhelmed that I didn't even bother playing it. Sir, you have not played Wu Chang Fallen Feathers, and you haven't played Black Myth Wukong. How the hell do you know that it's just like every Souls-like game? It's like coming up to a family of 4 and telling them they're horrible parents. First of all, it's none of your fucking business. And second of all, how the fuck would you know? You're not a parent yourself. You see what I'm saying? This is the second time that he's like, oh, I haven't played this, or I haven't played that yet. How many times are you gonna keep on outing yourself? How many times are you gonna do that? What's up, Val? How you doing? Yeah, it's another Polygon article. Good to see you, by the way. What up, Ricky? So, that's the second time. He has not played Wu Chang Fallen Feathers. He has not played Black Myth Wukong, but for some odd reason, it's the same game as all the other games. okay. I guess he's seen a couple of trailers or some videos, and then that's what he's come to the point where he's watching other people play the game, and he's not playing it himself. He has become full game journalist. He watches instead of plays. It is completely different, a completely different feeling when you actually play the game. It's a completely different feeling. The same thing with Horizon Zero Dawn. I thought Horizon Zero Dawn was gonna be stupid. I thought it was gonna be a horrible game. When I saw the game, when I actually played the game, I was like, holy shit. This is not bad. It's not bad. You see what I mean? You could even make the case that the Soulslike plague has infected innocent genres as well, like turn-based RPGs, for instance. Did Claire Obscure Let me finish the whole paragraph before I get angry. You could even make the case that the Soulslike plague has infected innocent genres as well, like turn-based RPGs. For instance, did Claire Obscure Expedition 33 really benefit from centering its battles around parrying mechanic with windows so tight that no one over 30 possesses that reflex to react to them? Get good, scrub. Quit being old. Why did you become a game developer? I mean, a game journalist if you suck at video games? Oh, maybe you should bring in younger people into Polygon that actually play video games instead of bringing your old ass in who just complains a lot. You ever thought about that? Actual gamers coming in taking your job? Because you're about to get replaced by AI if you keep this up. The reflexes to react to them. Or would it have been a more confident... By the way, it has nothing to do with his fucking age. His age has... It plays no part in it. You are there with your eyes and then your hands, and that's it. You're not fucking playing basketball. You're not playing football, you dumb bitch. You're in there and you're locked in and playing the game. I saw an old fucker playing a dice game called Battlefield, and he is sniping cats like a fucking G. Okay? He's playing Battlefield and he's a sniping genius and he's like 65 years old. So you can miss me with that bullshit, Polygon. And don't even come to Claire Obscure with that bullshit. Okay? What do you mean by plaguing and infecting innocent genres as well? Like Claire Obscure 30. What do you mean by that? If that's what the developers wanted to put in their game, does that even make it infected? That's your own point of view. Just because you sucked at the game and you probably didn't finish the game doesn't mean you should come at the developers or us and say, "Ah, man, you shouldn't have made that game." Go fuck yourself, Ari. Go fuck yourself. It's like, and also, let me add, when you parry something in Expedition 33, God, it feels good. God, it feels good. It's so anime. It's more anime than Stellar Blade. He said Stellar Blade is anime-like, but I think Stellar Blade is more I think Expedition 33 is more anime-like than Stellar Blade. But I find it funny that he would twist his words at like Expedition Sandfall Interactive and say, "Oh shit, you got infected by some sort of virus and it plagued your game. It's so sorry to see." And the developers are like, "No, we wanted this in our game." Ari, you can't parry. You can't parry, Ari. You can't parry. Haha, you can't parry, Ari. So I think we've seen a lot of... Oh, you want us to see the comments? Should we look at the comments? Alright, let's look at the comments. Let's look at the comments. This guy says, reading through the comments, I see so much. I can do this. You should be able to as well. So many of y'all trying to crap on the poster, and for what? Because you're a masochist? Yes, they're a masochist. They like this shit. They enjoyed the genre that they signed up for, just like Stalker fans. Y'all crazy son of a bitches. Escape from Tarkov, y'all are real crazy. Just like any sort of fan that likes Soulslike. Exactly. We enjoy that, and we recognize a game journalist that doesn't know how to do his fucking job. Out of all the genres that they want to be like, oh, okay, that's enough Soulslike, he goes after the niche product, the niche genre that is meant for niche people. It's like, oh man. Nobody goes like, I think it's time for us to not be Mario and you know what I mean? I think it's time for Mario. I think we've had enough Mario because it's so hard to beat Bowser. Ain't nobody says that. Ain't nobody goes like, oh man, I think we've had enough driving games because driving is hard. Nobody's fucking saying that shit. Oh, I think we should stop doing RPG games with swords, shield, and magic because, you know, maybe we should just use a gun. And I'm over here like, you know what? You got a point. You got I cast gun. But you see what I mean? He goes into a genre. He notices the genre is difficult and it's set for a certain particular set of skills, and he's like, huh, maybe we should stop doing this. No, go fuck yourself. Papa Disco says that's like saying there's too many RPGs or too many FPS. What'd I say? Man, I get that these games aren't for everyone, but I personally love Souls-like games that are challenging, but I like that if a game is a walk in the park, it's boring as hell. That is also a good point. If a game is a walk in the park, you will give that game to your children. You'll be like, this game's super fucking easy. Here, Timmy, here, you can play this game. Ah, cool. And of course, Timmy's gonna die like 10 times, but he's gonna beat the game sooner or later. But if you give a person, you have no idea what a man is. A man likes to problem solve. A man loves to problem solve. And when you give them the tools and the gameplay and the scenario for something that is meant for problem solving, they will try to solve it. But if you get rid of the problem solving, they ain't gonna stick around. You do realize that, right? It's like, oh yeah, what's gonna be challenging about the game? Oh, actually, you could just talk your way to, you could just talk to the boss and he'll actually let you, you know, slide on by. Yeah, if you talk to the boss and talk about your feelings, then, you know, you don't really have to fight the boss. You could just skip. We got boss skips right now. And people are gonna be like, I'm gonna skip this one. Well, why? You don't have to skip the boss. Yeah, but you're a bitch, so I'm not. It's an option. It's an option to skip the boss. Yeah, but you put it in there, and you're a bitch ass nigga for putting it in there. Hate this article and sentiment with every fiber of my being. Oh, let gamers play. You can go bag goods at Walmart. Booty trapped? I don't even need to read what booty trapped has, but go ahead. Hell yeah, another Souls-like. Getting tired of Souls-like? Don't play them. Don't care for most FPS games, so I don't play FPS games. Easy. Duh. I see so many different shooting FPS games where it's first person and you're shooting, and I can't tell whether or not it's Call of Duty or not. And do I go up to first person shooter enjoyers and say you should change all this shit? No. Death Stranding 2 skip boss? Yeah, I remember that shit. I ain't playing that. They really want game journal mode for Soulslike? I don't even think that. I think they... No, you're right. They do. They want to change Soulslike for themselves. No, you're absolutely right. I take it back. Anyway. Fuck this guy. I forgot to add one more thing, because he did mention that there's a lot of parrying and dodging and all these, you know, he points at it as like, that's the only thing. There's a lot of Souls-like games that give you options on how you want to fight. This is why people say the Unga Bunga build. This is why people say it's the turtle build. This is why people say it's the speedrun build. This is why people say it's the no armor build. This is why people do the rusted sword only build. This is why people do the grenade build where they only throw pots and shit. People are creative and they will find a way. A magic build, a dual wielding build, a poke build, a dot build. People make multiple builds in order to accomplish a sort of set of goals. This person right here, named Shredivane, says it perfectly. I have beaten Elden Ring, Lords of the Fallen, Dark Souls 3, and have yet to parry a single time. I'm halfway through Bloodborne and haven't needed to parry yet. Dodging in every single action hack and slash game, you will find if you slow down and use your brain in FromSoft games that you don't even need to use a weapon and a shield or even magic. Distance management and a good bow can be your best friend in a Souls game. I'm 45, by the way.